This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey there, everybody. We've got a really great show for you today. But first, a word from our sponsor.
What was that? That was so
just a new
official. We got a great new show for you today, but first, a word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then you do all the talking points, and then we'll start. Christ, I carried the ball to the 1 yard line. You fumbled it.
Your own one. So we're still 99 yards to go.
Check this out. This episode is brought to you by
Headspace.
Nice.
That's right. Let's be honest. Most of your problems start with your mind. If you have any fear, anger, stress, anxiety, depression, and sleeplessness, they're mostly a mental thing, and they can wreck your life, but it doesn't have to be this way.
Not for me, by the way, though.
What do you mean?
People are out to get me, but I understand where you're coming from.
So you're paranoid in addition to all that stuff.
Everyone's coming for Jake, man.
And there's this new meditation app that makes a major difference in just 10 minutes a day. We're talking about guided meditation.
That sounds actually pretty pleasant.
Yeah, they recommend you do it to start your day. I've been doing it sort of in the middle. They gave us free samples, so I've been trying it out. It helps clear your mind so that you can hopefully overcome all the annoyances like anxiety and stress that comes with, being a human.
Right.
And just so you know that 4 million people are already using Headspace for free right now to help them meditate.
You're hearing a lot about meditation this year. 2016 is the year that a lot of people are going to start doing it.
Meditation is hot, and Headspace is an easy way to do it. This is how it works. You download the free Headspace app and begin their Take 10 program, which is just 10 days of guided meditation for 10 minutes a day. And you can get that for free at headspace.com/ifiwereyou.
Would you say if our fans downloaded that app that they would be meditating alongside you?
I won't be in the room with them. No.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice to know that you guys are all meditating together, being led by the same app.
Yeah, which is Headspace. Again, Headspace Take 10 program is 100% free, and it's a great way to experience the benefits of meditation in your busy modern life.
And would you say that if our fans downloaded Headspace, the app, and used it as a meditation device?
They'd be meditating alongside me.
So you guys would be meditating together?
Sure. You know what I would say?
Not bad, Blumenfeld. I know I'm interested.
Whether you know a lot about meditation or you don't know anything, just like me, it's a great way to try it out, test it out. It's a new year. How about a New Year resolution? Try meditation in your life for a healthier, less stressed time. Start your free trial today at headspace.com/ifiwereyou. So if you're near a computer right now, it would really help us if you, once again, check out headspace.com/ifiwereyou.
Good pitch.
Let's get started. This was a fun episode. We talked about our resolutions. We talked about our resolves to improve. It was a little different, but things ultimately ended up becoming real.
They did.
Which was fun.
I recall.
Enjoy.
Jake can make an earthquake. He's like Drake on top of that podcast game. All fresh, he's rising up to fame. Rock climbing, I'm rhyming, nothing can stop him. What he says is the truth, he never lies, just helping out the youth. And everyone here starting to cheer. Yeah, Amir's the man of the hour. No guessing what's next with his comedy power. Put them both together, get the best show ever. Jokes that go too far, but we don't really care, because there's laughter all up in the air. This is If I Were You. All I gotta say left is yo, do you.
Yeah. Nice. That was Justin Gonsalves.
Was it?
He's back, dude.
Gonsalves.
I like that he said, jokes that go too far, but we don't care. It sounds like he does care a little bit. Some of their jokes are a little bit too much, but I don't care.
No big deal.
I wish they wouldn't joke about it. They do touch on some pretty racy shit, and I wish they wouldn't.
It is Gonsalves.
Gonsalves. At least I hope it is.
Yeah. I remember it sort of sounded like Gonzalez whatever.
Yeah. So thanks, Justin. Appreciate that. Might be your 5th, 6th, 7th theme song. I don't know. Go. They're all good because they're all rap, they're all hip hop, and they're all true. He said that Jake was like Drake, and I was the funnier one, and it was all like a fun
part. He
said you were like Drake, didn't he?
He said I was like Drake.
Yeah,
He
and I
didn't
was
say
the
you were
funnier.
funny.
Well, he's like, here comes Amir. He's the life of the party.
He didn't say that.
He was
played
like-
it back. He actually had like 2 lines about you and like a whole entire verse about me.
What did he say
I
about
don't-
me?
He said that you nobody
Like,
guessed what
it
was
doesn't
next
make-
with your comedy power.
It's insane. I love it.
And it was a positive thing. You're stretching.
It was like,
And now I feel bad.
Here comes
He didn't-
Amir. He's the life of the party.
He
Why don't you
didn't
get
say
too
that.
smart? And he's too smarty. He was like, he's too smart
You
and
rhyme
funny.
smart with smarty.
I think so.
Nice.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first episode that we're recording after January 1st.
Yeah.
It's cool that the future is here.
Yeah.
It's
This is
nice
happening
that
right
the
now.
future is now.
2016, and guess what's a little bit futuristic about this episode? You don't mind me saying.
I am on a hoverboard.
You have broken your neck. We are recording this on a 360 camera.
That's right. We want to see what's what.
Yeah.
Our buddy Justin and
A little freaky. How do you look into the camera? Like when I do this, am I looking at the camera? Or are I looking at the camera all the time because the camera's everywhere?
imagine the camera is God and he is omnipresent.
Yeah.
It's just it looks like a stick of gum
I
on
can't even
a
do
cup.
shit with my feet because like someone
it'll
can just pan
see-
down and see my feet.
Yeah.
Like what I
Well, there's still a table in the way. It's not an extra,
hide
a
them under
3D
there 'cause
extra.
I'm
Yeah.
nervous tapping a
Yeah.
lot.
Wow. Yeah, your feet are awful.
Oh.
You're coming. So hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be able to put some 360-degree camera clips of this episode on our
Just
YouTube.
clips. I'm not going to put the whole thing there.
Or we could put the whole thing. Listen, it's the future. We don't know yet. This whole
anything-
thing might not even work.
Right.
Yeah, I can imagine a world where we say cut and then it's like, oh, actually, it didn't work.
That's true.
But that's what this is
Well,
about.
now we're talking about it up top.
Experimenting.
It's experimenting.
Yeah, it's experimenting and experimenting. How was your entire break? Like from December to January?
Wow, it's been a long time, huh?
Do you have like actual official New Year's resolutions?
I do have an official New
Oh,
Year's
really?
resolution.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's an official one.
Official, I think.
Oh, really?
Official, yeah.
This is like for real?
This is for real.
And you think about it?
It's an actual, yeah.
And you wrote it down?
I didn't write it down.
Oh, so of course it's not
I
official.
didn't write it down.
You have to write it
in my
down.
head. I committed it to memory.
It's to fuck. What was it?
my New Year's resolution? What was the one thing I decided I was going to do this year?
Oh yeah, it was to write more shit down.
I should. I've been thinking abstractly about this. Has nothing to do with New Year's. I'm just thinking
okay.
about getting a calendar app for my phone. Thinking about it.
You definitely have one already.
Yeah, you have the native app, of course.
Of
But I
course.
think like if there was a calendar app that if I liked looking at it,
Oh, you don't like the one that's in there?
there's nothing exciting about it.
It's because you have nothing going on.
I had 4 little things in my calendar today, including this little
360.
debacle.
The camera's on fire. It is just on fire.
My New Year's resolution is to make 2016 the last year that my heel hurts.
Oh, that's not a resolution. That's just a hope.
No, but there's like actual steps I could do to take.
Yeah, but you've been doing that
towards-
anyway.
No, not as much as I could.
You've been going to doctors. You've been trying certain like crackpot ideas, some like normal ideas. You've
Yeah.
been getting pads. You've been getting iced. You've been getting shots.
Yeah.
What is
What's
going to be
left?
different? Yeah.
I could get the surgery that I've been avoiding.
Oh, there's a surgery that'll fix your heel?
Not necessarily, but there is a surgery that the doctor says he could open up my heel, see
Oh,
what's what.
wow.
But then I wouldn't be able to walk for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And I don't want to do that.
Well,
so maybe this is
what's
if
the
we get
cliff-
to the last 6 weeks of the year and it still hurts, then I'll do the surgery.
November 15th.
Yeah.
What's just the Cliff's Notes abridged version of what's wrong with your heel?
So a couple years ago,
Basically, when we started this podcast, is how long your heel has been hurting.
yeah, that's true, right?
It was the day of.
Now that I think about
You
it, this
stubbed your
podcast-
toe.
If I just stopped doing the podcast, I broke my heel when I was rock climbing,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that I broke it, so I walked on the heel for 6 months.
Okay.
In constant pain.
Constant.
Yeah.
And
At
you
the
felt
end-
you felt invincible. You were like 27. You're like, I'll just walk and it'll fix
I'm
itself.
like, oh, it's a bad bone bruise. It'll be fine. But
Yeah.
a month went by, it wasn't fine. But it was like feeling slightly better. So it just felt slightly better for 6 months, but then it was like getting warm out and I couldn't run and I was very sad about it. So I went to the doctor and they gave me an MRI and they told me it was indeed broken.
Yeah, your bone.
So fortunately for me, I had to be on on crutches and a little wheelie scooter for 6 weeks in the middle of the summer during our trip to London and Iceland.
Yeah, that's how long ago this was. This was like 2013.
Yeah.
You rode on a scooter for 6 weeks.
And then I got off the scooter. My foot didn't hurt very much. But then basically it's been slowly deteriorating back to the point where it feels like it did before I got on the scooter.
Bone is
all over
fixed,
again.
but muscles still hurt.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bone, whatever it is, it hurt. My heel hurts. I don't think there's muscle down there. It's like a fatty pad or something. It's all awry.
But according to X-rays and MRI, everything looks normal.
The last MRI I got was less than a year ago, and the doctor said it looked like I had never broken my heel. So
Wow.
everything is fine.
Except that it hurts.
Yeah.
You'd think medicine would figure that out by now.
It's true. And I like do all this stuff. Like I wear really padded shoes, which I don't love doing because I really miss wearing Converse. You know?
like minimalist, lightweight, Flyknit.
I like that stuff. And now I'm wearing the Flyknit Lunars, but
of course,
like the Lunar Zoom 3. It's a pretty substantial padded shoe.
Yeah.
Though as minimalist as I could be.
They look like ski boots. So like you'll wear like full ski boots around the house.
Yeah, I wear two walking caps.
At all times, in the shower, at home, in bed. But your goal for 2016 is to just not feel pain anymore.
No more pain in the heel.
Okay.
So 2017, I start running again.
Wow.
That's my goal.
Right. I guess that's a good resolution.
Yeah. I think also a resolution could be a hope, couldn't it? I'm resolute that this will happen.
Yeah, I'm at the very least hopeful that it will.
Yeah. That's pretty much everything that I had. Do you have one?
I have an interesting one.
Oh, nice. Let's get started.
All right, so this episode... are you ready for it?
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, say that now.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I want to watch more TV.
That is interesting.
That's right. Most people's resolution would be to watch less TV. I don't watch any television.
Yeah.
Well, I should clarify. I only watch NBA basketball.
Right.
So name a comedy that came out in the last 10 years.
Oh, You're the Worst. People were talking about it today.
Never seen it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transparent.
Never seen it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fargo.
Nothing.
Cool. Making a
Zero.
Murderer.
Yeah, not seen it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
I haven't seen any show.
You know, it's I think that might be a popular resolution this year.
Is to watch more TV?
Yeah, I think it's becoming a more popular resolution because TV isn't like this mindless activity anymore.
Yeah.
TV is sort of like high culture. It's almost like liking films now.
Yeah, move over reading. There's a new resolution in town.
Yeah, totally.
And these books over here, you guys can maybe see on the 360. You can pan yourself. That's the beauty of a 360 video. You can choose which angle you want to watch. These books are trembling in fear because I am so close
They're
to
all
burning
about to be
them.
a Kindle.
They're going to be burning
Kindling,
Kindle. Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I don't think
You're talking
so
about an
anymore,
Amazon
books.
Kindle. As soon as I like one episode of fucking Kimmy Schmidt, this whole fucking bookshelf is going
Well,
to
you don't
flames.
read now, right?
No, of course
So
not.
you already could read the book. You could burn. You honestly, the resolution is to watch less basketball.
Yeah, and to burn more books.
I met somebody else, a friend of my parents, who was gonna watch more TV.
Yeah.
That's a solid resolution. What are you gonna start with?
That's a good question. Maybe I'll finish The Wire.
Cool.
Should I start there, or should I start current and go back?
I think you should. To be honest with you, The Wire is great. It's one of the best shows of all time. One of my favorite shows. But I feel like it's almost like reading. You can't just like go back to a book that you didn't finish and expect that to jumpstart.
Yeah.
You have to like find a new TV show.
Master of None.
Cool.
Master of None, then.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Cool.
deal.
Right now.
What? What about?
Dude.
All right, let's.
Podcast.
What is this? It is a podcast, an advice podcast, the only podcast on the internet hosted by us. I should say that I'm Amir Blumenfeld.
And I'm Jacob Penn Cooper Hurwitz.
Isn't it good that we don't have, or maybe we do, but we don't have voices that sound too much alike?
Yeah, they're pretty different.
It helps.
Yeah. I'm
Because
glad you brought that up, Blumenfeld.
that was actually going to be my other resolution, is to, I've been testing out just like
New voices.
speaking differently, yeah.
What do you got?
Well, what do you want me to say?
Say, welcome to If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet.
Welcome to If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet, hosted by us.
I love it.
Really? You do?
You're so hot right now.
Yeah. I can also do
Boiling.
like my Surge voice, like hey dude, yeah. Hey, man. Surge, man. Yo, dude.
Oh, that's a funny bit that we've been doing for months that we've never done on the podcast. Hey, Serge, man, give me a banana, man.
Surge, dude.
Serge listens to the podcast.
Yeah, we should. We're not making fun of Surge. We're making fun of a guy who's friends with a guy named Surge. And he's sort of like very, I don't even know what the joke is. He's very cool, but he's talking about, I don't know.
So he made a friend named Serge.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of cool and chill, but he
Yeah.
wants a lot of favors from Serge.
Yeah.
And most of them are food related.
Yeah,
Like,
also like what a 6-year-old would ask
hey,
for.
Serge, man, make me a crepe, dude.
Yeah.
You have any raisins, Serge?
Surge, dude, make me like a PB&J and cut the crust, man. I'm serious, dude. I'm scared of the boogeyman, Serge. Dude, I'm like, when I go to bed, I'm like afraid of shit.
Oh,
I'm like
Serge, man, I heard a fucking noise, dude. What was that, dude? It's like
Surge,
a creaking, dude.
Don't even say it's like the house settling, man. I'm fucking scared.
Because I heard a house sale before Serge, and that shit was like real.
I really am afraid of the boogeyman, dude.
Oh, Serge, man.
I texted you one the other day. I was like, Surge, man, let's play fucking peekaboo, man.
When you cover my eyes, you disappear, dude.
Dude, don't scare me like that. Where'd you go, dude? There you are, dude. Surge, man, you're scaring me, man.
Oh,
Peekaboo.
Serge, man, can we have a secret handshake, man?
Man, I see you, peekaboo. Whoa, don't cover. Where'd you go, Surge? Oh, there you are.
That amused me, Serge.
There's like a hair on my microphone, Surge.
No, there really is.
Yo, Surge,
If
dude.
you're watching on the 360 camera, you can look at a mirror,
Yeah.
play with the microphone.
That's so classic.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the kind of shit that you can't get without a 360 microphone.
We should do everything with a 360. 360 cameras freak me the fuck out. There's parts of my body that I don't want to be on camera right now.
Yeah, like I don't know if I'm sitting upright
I've
in a good way.
trained myself to be like from the chest up, just like locked off, Yeah. Good. Like this is, but like down below, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on down here.
Surge, dude, I made you a lanyard, man.
Well, everyone did it at camp, dude.
Surge, dude, do you know how to do cat's cradle, man? Let's play with this string, dude.
You're also a cat.
Surge, dude, I took a shit in your kitty litter, man. Little brown pellets, dude. You don't have to clean up after.
Serge, dude, I'm afraid of water, man.
Dude, you gotta give me like a dust bath, man. I'm a fucking chinchilla, dude. Dude, I'm a fucking chinchilla, I swear, dude. I'm like, give me a baby carrot and a dust bath, dude. I'm a fucking hedgehog, man.
Oh man, you saw me almost spitting the water out, and you wanted to make it happen, didn't you?
Surge, dude. All right, can we answer this first question?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a guy's name. Should we use Surge? Surge, dude. Hey, guys. I'm a 23-year-old dude from Wales, and I recently broke up with my girlfriend of 3.5 years, so single life is weird as hell at the moment. So the other night, I got a little drunk, and a friend of mine told me to go flirt with a girl. Side note, I'm shit at flirting. I get really anxious when I talk to new people, especially of the female persuasion. So to combat this anxiety, I tried to think of the funniest thing in my head. This isn't necessarily going to be a good thing, as most of the time it's mean, but it's still funny. I start talking to her, and I find out that she has an accent. Turns out she's from Ireland, but has a Canadian accent after staying there for a year. Now, I find it really annoying when people pick up accents quickly, so to poke fun, I just blurted out, "Stop putting on an accent, you silly imposter." Other stuff came out, but it's all a blur. She got mad. She was almost crying, and all like, "I've had this my whole life," or some shit. It got worse and worse. I had to profusely apologize as her and her friends were ready to put me under. In the end, my aforementioned friend dragged me by the ankles to safety. Obviously, it's not the funniest thing in the world, but I was just having fun to see if she could take a joke. Does this make me a bad person or just a reverse Romeo? Tips on flirting would be great right now as I'm swimming with the sharks. Toda, boys. You're great. Lots of love. Surge.
Surge.
Yo, Surge, man.
Yo, Serge, man. This is... I don't like when people say, I just wanted to see if you could take a joke.
Yeah.
Because that's not a joke.
He's just poking fun.
I know how to... Everyone, like, what do you mean take a joke?
I think a first tip of comedy is that don't make... I mean, it's easy to say don't make fun of someone's accent, but try not to bring up an accent. Because to them, if they're living abroad, they hear that all the time. Yeah. And you don't want to say something that anybody's heard all the time. That's like another tip.
The easiest thing to do to comment on somebody's like glasses, accent, height.
Yeah.
It's like something that's like a little different about them. You're like, I picked this up.
Yeah.
How do you like me now? Like, you're not original.
Yeah, that's the worst part of... the worst thing that you could do as a comedian is to say something that's obvious or that you've seen or heard before.
Also, though, like... poking fun at somebody is not a great way to get them to like you.
That's like the negging thing.
Yeah, which I don't actually believe in. If you're just nice and funny, there's a difference between being funny and being mean. And like somebody, if they have a really good sense of humor, can like laugh at themselves. But, you know, not everybody does. And it's sort of like a dumb risk to take at a bar. Like, oh, I'm going to be rude to this person and see if they like it.
It's like the 5th grade mentality of pulling somebody's hair.
Yeah, I think if you're just friendly and nice, people will like that.
So, does this make me a bad person? Or just a reverse Romeo?
Neither. What's a reverse Romeo? Someone who's bad at romance?
Yeah, someone who's not slick. Someone who's not smooth.
I guess sort of a reverse Romeo. But Romeo wasn't slick or smooth either, was he? He just fell in love with the wrong woman.
Juliet?
Capulet.
All right. It's not a bad person. If you're a bad person, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't give a shit that you were being
He did
mean.
apologize profusely
to her and her friends.
How bad did it get that the rest of it's a blur? He had to be calling her racial slurs from Canada.
It's funny to think about what a Canadian accent is.
Oh, you silly imposter. Just like an actual shot of what happened at the bar is like him screaming at the top of his lungs.
You fucking Canuck.
Talk normal. Talk normal, you Canuck.
And then cut to him apologizing to her and her friends.
I'm sorry. Everybody, there's the bar. Everybody's sort of like slowly surrounding it.
Listen, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I apologize. Tips on flirting would be great right now. He's swimming with the sharks.
How to flirt.
That's why it's good to have a wingman. It's good to be with somebody like that. I find it because it's good to be the guy behind the loud, annoying guy. Oh. Because then you seem better in comparison.
Right.
So sometimes a good quote-unquote wingman is somebody who is this kind of abrasive person. You look good by comparison.
Right.
Because how do you look good? You're not necessarily looking good. You just stand next to someone who's worse than you. It's all relative.
True.
So if a tip for flirting would be, you hang out with loud, brash, annoying people. You come off as a sweet, sensitive, nice, and then you occasionally make a joke kind of guy. It's like rolling your eyes. Sorry about him. Look at him. I apologize for my friend. Let me get you this to apologize.
Yeah. You want to be waiting in the wings. I think there's a middle sort of thing, right? Like you don't want to be center stage, most loud, most crazy.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to be so far
in the back
that like people forget about you.
Right.
Ride the edges.
Oh.
Just ride the edges, baby.
So, like, let's say we're the 360-degree camera. Mm-hmm. It can capture all angles. So there is no edges.
Right.
But let's say there's a frame.
Right.
Let's say, it's this.
Front and center.
Uh-huh. Edge, you're getting cut off. You don't want to do that.
I don't understand, like, where this is.
Yeah. And then you want to be in between the edge and the center.
Yes.
Left of center.
Very, very
politically too. Yeah, right. You don't want to be too extreme. You also don't want to be too moderate, where you have no opinion.
True.
So you have to be opinionated, loud, annoying, mean, angry, vile, hating, racist, I should say, or racial, at least racially insensitive.
Yeah, if not racially unjust.
Yeah, unjust. And then accusatory, I would say, is the last one.
Those are a lot of bad adjectives, I would say.
Badjectives?
Thank you.
Yes, dude.
Staircasadilla.
How do you remember Staircasadilla?
I'll never forget Staircasadilla.
A portmanteau he came up with 9.5 months ago. Staircasadilla. You're not a bad person. Don't be loud. Don't be too quiet. And
Stop testing the waters to see if people can take jokes. Let's just assume they can't.
yeah, or assume they can.
Or assume that, like, that's, I don't know, it's just, like, not a great measure of a
Attitude.
person to be like, why do you get to be the guy that gets to, why are you the barometer of, like, somebody's joke taking?
Yeah.
I was just testing you to see if you could take a joke.
Don't test either. Never test anybody.
Let's just...
Because if they fail, it's bad, and if they pass, and you're like, you passed the test. We're like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I laughed, but I don't like you.
Yeah.
I can take a joke. Well, I guess I sort of can't. I don't know. It's in between. It's like, it wasn't seeing if she can take a joke. It's also seeing if you can give a joke, which he couldn't because he didn't tell a joke. He just yelled at her for having an accent.
I totally forgot the funniest part of this email, which was the subject, which is, am I fucking funny?
I guess that answer is no. At
Yeah.
least not in this instance, buddy.
It's hard. I've never asked, am I funny?
Yeah, I think if you're asking, then you're... Well, maybe you're funny and insecure.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like to not be funny?
Oh, to not know.
Like imagine going around. There's a lot of people that, one, aren't funny, and two, just don't value humor. Like, they'll work, go home, hang out, and fall asleep and not smile or laugh.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have thought about what it would be like to, I guess, yeah, I've thought about what it would be like to not have a sense of humor, but like very, not me to not be funny, almost like me to be somebody else that didn't have a sense of humor.
A new resolution that I thought of instead of the TV thing would be to be jacked.
That's pretty good.
So, like, fuck TV, I'll whatever, still watch basketball, but I'm also just fucking
Like
cut
just
now.
lifting, eating protein.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was my resolution last year, and I
Is
nailed
to be
it.
jacked.
Yeah.
And you what?
I nailed it.
You nailed to be, what did you nail?
I'm jacked. If you're watching on 360 video, why don't you just get a whole...
Yes. Pan over to Jake right now and just look at that.
That is, yeah, dude.
And you're cut too, aren't you shredded?
Yeah, I'm shredded as well.
So take off your shirt.
I'm not going to take off my shirt.
I'll let people see how fucking sliced up you are,
I don't want
dude.
to do that on the podcast, dude. I am sliced up.
I want to see, like, what's it called? The Vicious V.
I got the vicious V. Yeah, dude.
And you got the 8-pack, right?
Yeah.
And you got the side abs.
side abs,
8-pack.
pectorals, just a ripped back,
Yeah.
beefy quads. I
Yeah.
have-
Defined quads. And you haven't skipped leg day.
No, I only do leg day.
You skipped arm day, if anything, but you haven't done that.
One day I didn't work out my neck as hard as I wanted to.
Your traps?
Yeah, but then I was like, I did a double the next day. So
What'd you do for your neck?
I do shrugs with 100-pound kettlebells, dude.
Kettle balls?
Kettlebells.
What?
motherfucker.
Kettle what?
What don't you get about the kettle?
Pot calling the kettle ball black. Would you rather look really strong and be weak, or look like you currently are but be able to bench 300?
What are you talking about? I look and can bench 300.
I see.
Would I rather look strong and not be strong, or look weak and be strong?
Would you rather look like Billy but be able to lift as much weights as me, or would you rather be me and be able to lift and push as much weight as Billy?
Interesting. I guess probably look like Billy.
Right.
I would kill someone to look like Billy.
Yeah, what a small price it is to pay. So what if I can't fucking bench more than 125? I look like I can.
Right. And like all of our friends are like, yeah, well, let's see you at the gym. Like,
Yeah.
Do you go to the gym? No.
Yeah, well, neither do I, and I'm still fucking huge.
Yeah.
I made a deal with the devil, so don't worry about how much I can actually push.
Kind of like Dave's arms, where he just worked out every single day in college and still to this day has big arms. Even though he has the worst diet I've ever seen.
It just doesn't atrophy.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
It should.
Another bit of advice to 18 to 22-year-olds is to just work out now.
Yeah,
and
then you can kind of coast on that for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Dave's almost 30.
Yeah.
And he's still huge.
He still has big arms. His gut's disgusting. Love you, Davey. Davey baby. Follow him on Snapchat. Davey Rosie.
Snapchats are so funny. Every morning it starts with the most plain, kind of sad, him in the dark going, Rise and grind. It's like
Rise and grind. Rise and grind. It's so much of his Snapchats are him lying in bed and saying rise and grind.
Rise and grind. Good name for a coffee shop.
True.
I don't know.
Nice, dude.
Whatever.
All right.
Sturge, dude, do you have any juice?
Yo, Serge, man, I can't get the straw in my Capri Sun, dude.
Sturge, dude, I fucking can't pierce it, dude. When I pierce it, dude, a little bit of juice came out, man. Call your mom to clean it up, dude. Where's your maid, dude? Where's Teresa, man? Tell her I want cookies, dude. I want Hydrox, good. Serge,
Can I have an orange slice, man? We're going to play basketball, so I really need an orange slice, man.
Serge, dude, I want milk. Should we try to answer one more question before the break?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Forget it.
What?
It's on the break.
Seriously?
No, let's answer one more.
You think so?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Whatever you want to do.
I think we're after 30 minutes, so we'll take a break right now, and then we'll be back with more questions.
Oh, brother. Not another ad from these guys. I need a drink.
What kind of drink?
A water.
Well, Jesus Christ.
So,
You
what's
idiot. Where the sponsor is Club W. It's a wine.
I need a wine.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fuck me. Rewind. Let's do it again.
Rewind.
Rewind. Oh.
That's right, because you can have wine again and again. Buying wine.
Rewind.
Nice.
Thanks.
Buying wine is difficult. You don't know how all the options. You're not really sure which flavors you like, what tastes the best to you. ClubW.com simplifies all of that. You never have to worry about being wine-free again.
Well, I am a sommelier, so
Okay.
I resent the accusation and the implication. But I do understand that most folks are
not sommeliers.
are plum morons about wine, which actually you do make from plums.
Oh no!
Yeah,
You're the plum moron, which I didn't even know
I'm
was
a
thing.
sommelier.
You're not.
Pass the sommelier.
Pass the sommelier. You should have just said pass the Crevassier. That's also a wine. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And if
I
you
don't
also
think it
don't
is.
know, then Club W is just for you. It's a revolutionary new wine club that sends wine directly to your door, saving you all those trips to the grocery store. The way it works is that you answer an easy 6-question quiz that figures out your palate so that every bottle that you receive is perfectly tailored to your taste. It's kind of a fun way to figure out which wine you like to make sure that your house or apartment or home or room or whatever always has some nice bottles of wine. It's a great way to step up your game
Class
and
it
become
up.
a little bit more adult-like.
I've been having a glass of wine with dinner these days,
See? And whether that's
and a
true-
bottle for dessert.
Nice, dude.
Thanks, man.
Right now, Club W is offering...
I have a problem.
I know. Our listeners, 50% off. They're offering our listeners 50% off your first order when you go to clubw.com/ifiwereyou. That's clubw.com/ifiwereyou. You don't have to go into a wine-free house ever again. Just go to clubw.com/ifiwereyou and get 50% off your first order. Thanks, Club W. Thanks also to CreditKarma for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah. Credit chameleon.
Nice. If you want help with your New Year's resolution, this one's not really a gym thing, so that's sort of on you still.
Yeah.
But
This one's a money thing, a cash thing, a credit thing.
That's
and
right.
this is more important than being jacked. This is being rich.
yeah, which is really the two things you have to worry about. If you're jacked and rich, you're fine.
Yeah, you're
So
good.
if you're listening to this and you're jacked and you're not rich yet, let CreditKarma helping you out because they help you take the steps you need to get your finances in fighting shape. That's right. And it all starts by checking your credit score. Do you know what your credit score is?
I sure do.
Do you mind sharing it? It's a very personal number.
I actually don't. I will. Yeah, no, it's like, what is it between 850?
I think it's between 1 and 800.
I think mine is at like 780 or something like that.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's very high. And honestly, I'll tell you one thing. The only reason it's not a perfect 800 is because I haven't had a line of credit for. It's the age of the line of credit.
Yeah, so it's nothing that you can do.
Nothing I can just keep my credit open. That's what I'm trying to do now.
That's right. And if you don't know what your credit score is, that's okay. I didn't know what my credit score was a couple years ago either. Credit Karma offers truly free credit reports, no strings attached, no credit card required. It's simple, and you can get it right on your iPhone. If you go to creditkarma.com/save right now, go to creditkarma.com/save right now to get your free report.
I love reports.
Yeah, this is the good kind of report.
Yeah.
The report that tells you, hey, what's my credit score?
Well, it might be a bad kind of report if your credit's bad, but you know what? If you're dreading it, if you're not doing it because you really think your credit's bad and you don't want to know, then you definitely need to do it, because Credit Karma tells you like how to step it up, how to fix it, what the problems are, and how you can address them.
That's correct. So creditkarma.com/save right now to start taking those steps you need to take to become a better financial human being.
And a better you.
Let's get back to the better us, which are the ones that giving out advice. Serge, dude, I got a Koosh basketball for the second night of Hanukkah, man. We should play it, dude. Let's play a horse in my room, dude.
Yo, Serge, dude, man, I got a Polaroid camera. I want to take a picture of you, Serge.
Let's do a fucking flipbook animation, dude, man. I want to make it look like this ball's bouncing up and down, man.
Am I your friend, dude?
Yeah, what?
Am I your friend, Serge, man? I like you, dude.
I think, will you marry me, man? Marry me, Serge. I want to be with you forever, dude. First half was over. We ended up recording it and re-recording it 12 times before the version you just heard. Yeah, just
Perfect.
right. And we usually do it a lot more than that, actually.
Yeah, we're getting better.
That's kind of a BTS behind-the-scenes thing that we don't usually talk about, is that we record every podcast episode 12 to 15 times and then release the sixth best version.
Yeah, the sixth best version.
Yeah.
Version.
Virgin, actually.
That's why this makes me want to start over and go back again, but let's power through.
Okay.
Because I think, yeah.
Yeah.
The first best episode goes under lock and key.
That's right.
We have a little time capsule.
Yeah, we'll record it, and then, like you said, it goes under lock and key in the time capsule.
Yeah, so in the future, maybe one day when the aliens are rooting through the wreckage of our society, they'll stumble upon our time capsule, and they'll say, oh,
these guys
this
are really,
is what
really
they
funny.
Called art, and
Yeah.
this is funny. And now we'll shape our society using their words and their wisdom.
That's
and
good.
then me and Amir, we become deities.
Some sort of like overlords, or like you said, gods.
I want to worship you, Serge.
Serge, dude. I like Roman mythology, man.
Who's Hermes, Serge?
Serge, dude, you want to practice? You want to study for the pre-algebra exam, dude?
Yo, Serge, man, will you quiz me?
Serge, dude, let's do times tables, man. What's 6 times 8, Serge? 48.
Serge, man, what's the capital of North Dakota, dude?
I swear, dude, it's Bismarck, bro. We don't know if these bits are funny or not. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
It'll either become a Matt Damon of itself or not.
Yeah, but what's a bit that we tried and then failed at, though? I guess we don't know because they just didn't.
Yeah, they actually.
But like,
how do you remember something
Raven's
that's
Nest
forgotten? Yeah, that was a good one.
That's
yeah.
a primo. That's
the
one
Wolf,
of my
John
top-
Wolf, global,
John Wolf's
local.
Yeah, that's.
I said Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Seizing the cheese, for example. Mm-hmm. So, like, when we make the Surge Dude shirts, that's when we'll know that it reached ultimate. What is it called? The apex. Mm-hmm. The top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So the first best one we put under lock and key, like Jake said.
That's probably going to be good. I see that. The time capsule's going to come back.
The second best one we'll throw into space, so a space capsule.
Yeah.
That way, if the aliens don't quite
They can
reach
discover
our
it there,
planet,
and
they'll get to the top. Yeah.
Either way, we're deities to them.
We are still deities, gods to them. And then the third through fifth, we destroy. We'll set ablaze, and then the sixth we post online.
And the seventh, we make a little suppository.
Yeah.
And we Slide it up a mirror.
In my butthole.
Yep, just to sort of...
I'll put it in my butt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll put, like you said, I'll take it a flash drive and I'll put it in my asshole.
In your ass.
Yeah.
So many of our podcasts are in Amir's ass.
Yeah, they're still in me. And
actually, you shit out the hard drive before every episode.
It slides out of my butt.
Yep.
All right. Now that we figured that out, do you want to answer some more questions?
Yeah, I do.
Serge, dude, what's this guy's name, man? It's a girl, dude.
What do we do? What's a girl bit that we do?
We don't do a girl bit.
We're sexist. Sarah. Sergia. Very nice.
Sergio writes, I have a question that may seem silly, but it really bothers me. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 months now, and the sex is dope. But the foreplay has some issues. When it comes to me giving him head, he says it isn't that great. He says it's fine, but not all that great, and I haven't been able to make him come. I've never had this problem with any other guy I've been with, and there's been a decent amount. I don't know what to do. I have a really sensitive gag reflex, but I've been able to work around it in the past. My boyfriend is really into me deep-throating and essentially mouth-fucking me, and if that's what he's into, I want to accommodate to best I can so he can get off. But I can't breathe when he does it, and I make these gross gagging noises, and I feel like I'm choking when he does that. I really want to be the cute girl.
What's up, buddy?
It was the most foul. I felt disgusted with myself saying that fucking super vulgar, foul sentence. And then the next one's, I really want to be the cute girl that can get him off, but I can't breathe when he does that. And I really want to be the cute girlfriend who gives him morning head before...
So nice.
I want to be the cute girlfriend who gives him morning head before work, or road head. You know, the cute girl who gives you road head.
Yes.
But if I'm not that good and I can't make him come, then what's the point? He's not super sexual as a person, so he says that it isn't that big of a deal, and having just normal sex and giving instead of receiving is good enough for him, but it makes me feel like I'm failing as a girlfriend. So what do I do? Do you have any tips on how to improve? I've never had this issue before, and I'm genuinely at a loss. I hope this wasn't too long. Thanks for everything. Love, Sergia.
Huh. He wants to face fuck her. I want to face fuck you. I want to fuck your face.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
I don't like coming to the negotiating table with "you're not good at getting me off." Right?
That's a negative place to start.
It's not where you want to start. I'm not going to fault anybody for wanting to have someone gagging on their shaft. Mm-hmm. Personally, that's not me, but I'm not going to call you a sicko because you want to face fuck somebody.
You're not perverted.
I won't do that. I don't. The problem is that it's a very sort of aggressive sexual thing, and somebody really has to be into it, and both people kind of have to be into it if you want the desired effect. And it sounds like she doesn't want to do it.
No, will her body allow her to do it.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's down if it was possible, but she can't do it without, choking.
So I don't like the boyfriends starting from a place of "you're not great at giving head," because that's not true. It's that he likes a very specific kind of head
that she can't physiologically account for.
So first of all, if somebody said "you're not great at giving head," I'd be like, yo, I actually made a lot of dudes come with my mouth, so you're not that great at getting it.
Wow.
If you have a specific thing that you like, we can talk about it. But don't come at me with "you're not that great at head." Because I'm actually pretty good, and I sucked a lot of dicks, and I know what the fuck is up.
And then you show
because everybody else has come in my mouth, and you haven't.
Yeah, you show him a video.
Yeah, then his dick gets super small when you say something like that, right? And you could deep throat it all day.
Because it's a fucking AA battery. It's a weenie and a blanket.
Yeah.
It is half of a Triscuit.
It's a weenie outside the blanket.
Yeah.
It's just a miniature hot dog.
Yeah.
You could swallow it.
It is a mini golf
yeah,
pencil.
You could probably fuck your nostril with it at that point.
Which maybe is what he's into.
Interesting.
A nasal fucking.
I think you can just be up front. Just be like, hey, I wanna gag on your dick, but it's too uncomfortable. And is there anything else that I could do? Maybe in sex. You said the sex is dope, so it might just be like, hey, he likes the kind of blowjob that you're not down for.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that morning head and road head aren't like dope too. Like, I don't have to come from getting a blowjob and I still like it.
Yeah.
I don't have to come from making out and I still like that. You know, you don't always have to come to get sexual satisfaction. I don't come when I grab girls' tits and I don't come when I touch a girl's ass. But it's still like some of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it's like when a girl says, I haven't had an orgasm, but I still had a lot of fun. This is still very pleasurable. You can have pleasurable sex without necessarily cum-ing.
Yeah. What, you're afraid to say the word cum?
It's getting a little
my mom
crap.
listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
You don't want to say cum too much because you think my mom might be listening. She actually is, and I am sorry.
She's hiding underneath the table because this is a 360-degree video and she doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, mother.
Oh, mother.
Dear me.
Why, mother? Why? I am melting, mother. You don't feel like you're failing as a girlfriend. She's going above and beyond. You're doing great as a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're choking for him, which is pretty uncomfortable.
Right.
It's one of the worst things you can feel as a human, is not being able to breathe.
Yeah, it's like a really specific kind of blowjob that, like, I think you don't have to do all the time. Even the people that are into the gagging, face fucking blowjobs, like, you don't. I'm sure he would like morning head, and it doesn't have to be of like a violent him, grabbing your ears and giving you $1.
Why $1?
It's that dance, like 5 cents, 10 cents, $25.
I see. You thought
dollar is like the thrust, thrust of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked because I don't think anybody would have gotten
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't know why I said
No
dollar.
way.
I think it's like some weird thing my cousin did on vacation a long time ago.
I don't want to know what you did to your cousin.
No, I mean,
dude.
like, we didn't give
No,
each other
no,
a
that's
dollar.
quite
We're
understandable.
talking about
what you
meeting
did.
girls on the beach and giving them $1, dude.
Yeah, and he face fucked me, but he never called it $1.
And he never came. Because my gag reflex was a little too sensitive.
I wonder if gag reflex is not that she should, but I wonder if just in general that's something you can eliminate. Like, is that a genetic thing that you can't get rid of, or is that something you can work on?
Probably something you can work on. Probably. I don't know. I remember in high school, like, guys dating girls and being like, and guess what? She doesn't have a gag reflex.
Yeah.
And every time I've ever gotten like a really deep throat blowjob, I'm just like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Stop. You don't have to do that.
Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of intense. Like the past the tongue and like the back of the throat, it feels kind of unnatural.
Yeah.
It's bony back there a little bit.
And it feels like there's something a little dangerous about it to me. Like that at any point, like you could just like clamp your jaw down by accident because like your body is like, hey, get it out. And it's like,
Evolution.
It wasn't worth it.
You bit my dick off. Oh, what is that? Holy Christ. Oh, that is so rad, dude.
You gotta fucking write TV, dude. I love the catchphrase.
Yeah.
The catchphrases your characters come up with. Oh man, you're like, what are you talking about, Willis? Like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. Like,
So it'd be like, you bit my dick off.
you bit my dick off. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's gold.
So every
That's the
episode-
name of a sitcom. Damn, bitch, you bit my dick off.
Whoa, no
Sorry,
way.
Sorry, I shouldn't have
It's
cursed.
2016.
You're slut shaming.
You're slut shaming, you're mansplaining, and you're manscaping.
I'm also man-spreading right now.
You are
You're on the
man-spreading.
360 camera. You guys got to look at this man spread I got.
And it's actually a nice cheese spread. So Jake has a little bit of a smoked Gouda on his taint
Hey,
and a
easy.
little crudité. He's got a little Serge, dude. Can
Can I get some salami, man?
Serge, dude? Have you ever had ants on a log, dude? My dad used to make that, dude. You put peanut butter on celery, dude, and some raisins. Forget about it,
Can we
man.
make an Oreo graveyard, dude?
What's that?
Put gummy worms in chocolate pudding, man, with Oreo crumbles on top, man.
Yo, Serge, dude, let's blend shit up and dare each other to drink it, man.
Serge, man, you want to make a potion, dude?
Serge, dude, let's play blind man's bluff, dude. I'll put a towel over my head and try to catch you, dude.
Oh, you're fast, man.
My brother broke his nose that way, man. I'm serious, dude. Mercy. Should we answer another question?
Let's do one more.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't really give this girl very much advice, but like, just try to talk to your boyfriend about what you guys could do sexually that will be more fun.
Yeah.
And let him know that you're insecure about the way he's talking about the oral sex, because he probably doesn't want to make you feel like that.
He doesn't want you to choke.
Yeah, and he doesn't want you to think you're bad at head. He should. I want you guys to talk through the sort of negativity that he's casting your way.
Yeah.
It's not cool, because you want his dick in your mouth. So, like, he should come from a place of appreciation for that.
Yeah, that's like 90% of the battle.
Yeah.
Like, she wants to be him.
She wants my penis in her mouth.
Some people don't even like that much. Like, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Like, I have.
And, the rest of society, most of everybody else is like, oh, I don't even want to talk to that person. So you found somebody that wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Wants to kiss you.
Uh-huh.
Wants to unzip your pants and place your penis onto their tongue.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. She's gone a long way.
Yeah. You're not even meeting her halfway. You're meeting her, like, on the 1%
We're giving
line.
this guy advice at this point.
Yeah.
He should appreciate the blowjobs. And you guys can talk openly about how they could be better, but he shouldn't make you feel bad. The end.
Let's go for another pornographic question.
Nice.
Because we've gone blue. This episode is rated R.
Yeah. This episode's straight up called Cum, dude.
No, I think it'll be called Surge, dude.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. My boyfriend's obsessed with MILFs. Writes. Should we give her a... Fuck it, let's use her real name.
Whoa, dude.
Denise Hopkins. Straight up outing her.
Wow, Denise Hopkins. Let's call her Lisa, because that's a famous MILF porn name.
Okay. Lisa writes, I have a boyfriend who I've been with for almost 2 years now, and there's an age gap of almost 6 years between us, me being younger. We are both pretty young, under 30. I was on his computer the other day, and I went to Google something with the letters MI and noticed that he had recently been watching MILF porn. Come to find out that a huge majority of the porn he watches is MILF and mother porn. I even saw that he clicked on sister and grandma before. Not frequently, though. We have an amazing sex life and get it on way more than the average couple. It's just super confusing because why would he go after me, someone much younger, if he gets off sexually to older women? Should I be concerned? Sincerely, young and insecure, Lisa.
Okay, Lisa, what do you say, buddy? Because I've got the answers.
I have fear that we think the same thing, and I'll tell you what it is. When you fantasize, you don't fantasize about what you got. You fantasize about the polar opposite of what you have, because you can get what you got.
Never judge a guy by his porn.
So
that is not necessarily.
The fact that you are younger makes sense that he's looking at older ladies, because that's what you aren't.
Yeah.
And it's not something that necessarily you can't give him, but it's just something that he fantasizes about. And there's nothing necessarily wrong, and you shouldn't be insecure. If anything, you should start lying about your age. Maybe start saying that, oh, it's my birthday again. It's actually in March. Oh, actually, and then September rolls around, say I'm actually 30 and 31.
And then you say, oh, you are my son.
Yeah.
I'm your sister if you're into incest.
That's right.
Also, I wonder how much porn, like, she watched a lot of MILF porn. Like, if you just go onto, like, one porn session of his, it'll look like a lot of MILF porn, because people tend to open up a lot of tabs. She's like, oh my God, there's 10 links of MILF porn.
Yeah, that's 8 minutes.
Yeah, dude, you're good. Additionally, what was I? Oh, yeah. In porn, there's like 2 ages. It's 18 and MILF. There's no like...
There's barely legal and too old.
Yeah, there's no like, oh, hey, normal 27-year-old porn.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how old are you? I'm 27. It's either like you're 18 until you're 30 in porn. Like freshly 18, barely legal. I'm just getting in. This is my first time. I'm mostly a virgin. And then there's like MILF dominatrix, and that starts when you're like 28 or 29, right?
So
30.
There's
like,
no
I guess
gray
there's, like,
area.
a little window. Well, the gray area is like 28 to 30, I think. Where
I trust your opinion.
You can be 18, barely legal, and MILF at the same time.
Holy shit.
And that's when you're making bang.
That's
bang.
when you're
money,
making
dude.
points in the back end. You're making points in the front
'Cause you're getting
sticking
it in
to
the back end
you're
and the
getting
front.
in the front. You bet my dick off. Christ. His attitude is like,
So like a little amused by
yeah, like holy shit.
It's almost like it happened to somebody else.
He's reacting like
Like he's watching a violent Quentin Tarantino film.
or like someone hit him with a water balloon at a pool party. Like, oh yeah,
Right in the nads.
like, oh, that's not okay, but at the same time, whatever.
That'll hurt later.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hurts now, actually, because you bit my dick off.
You bit my dick off. So don't worry about
Be
the
happy.
porn. About the porn. Don't judge a porn. Don't judge a man by his porn. Don't judge
Don't
a
judge a man by his browser. History.
... History. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good life tip in addition to just porn. Don't judge a man by his browsing history.
Yeah.
I mean,
really, like, people search weird shit, and then like you purge that curiosity, and you're like, oh, that was weird. All right, bye forever.
Yeah, I mean,
and then if
just
you
looking
rehash it, you're like, you looked at sister porn, so you're a sick fuck.
I wonder
Well,
what's in
that's-
my history. If it's
Another
something
thing though,
that's
like a lot of
shameful.
people don't look at the titles of porn videos. Like, are you on Pornhub or RedTube or whatever site you go to looking at the titles of the video, or do you just look at the thumbnail? And it doesn't matter what the fucking title is.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you just look
I'm
at...
looking for like a person I think is attractive or an ass that I think is hot in a thumbnail.
And then it happens to be a MILF or happens to be this.
Yeah, I'm not ever like. I guess you can you search sometimes for like MILF porn or whatever, but generally, if you're like looking at the videos that he watched and all the titles, I bet it's mostly just.
What's the
thumbnails
plural
like
for MILFs? Is it MILVs?
It's milves.
It
like
is MILVs.
wolves.
Yeah, or elves. Yeah. MILVES.
It would make grammatical sense, I do believe.
An example of a search history that I'm kind of ashamed of is name of not prime numbers.
That's
Yeah.
I think you're a little bit proud of it, though.
Yeah.
You
Well,
do.
I
like-
didn't know.
Yeah, so that's
So like my 10-year-old niece asked me a math question that a fourth grader would know, and I didn't know the answer, so that I Googled it later.
What is the name of not prime numbers?
A composite number.
I did know that
Now we all know.
at some point in my life.
That's right. We end every episode with a math tip.
And I remember that time I had Googled Mark Paul Gosselaar shirtless.
Well, you'll
I do
Google
that
a
more
lot of
often than I
people.
like to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Google a lot of male celebrities and sports stars shirtless. I like to see if their bodies are as ripped as mine.
And
Oftentimes they are, more so.
did you see Creed?
No, I have to see that.
Oh, dude, Michael B. Jordan is fucking huge.
I can't wait.
I
I
lo-
fucking love strong people.
Yeah, it is awesome that he got so big, but like I don't like people being like, look how much he dedicated to this like movie. Like he really got real shredded and cut. It's like, yeah, I mean anyone would do that for like that's the fun thing about he still gets to be cut after. He didn't
Like
do it
millions
just for
of
the
dollars,
movie.
and he makes millions of dollars on the movie. I'm sure the movie like pays for a personal trainer and
Yeah.
a professional chef cooking all of your meals.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't. Michael B. Jordan, if you're listening, I
Please
don't
don't beat me
mean
up.
to assume about all this stuff, but I just imagine, and I think it's awesome, and I think you're awesome.
I actually would only respect it if he went back to like being not as cut and jacked and huge after the movie.
I mean, it must be it. I'm sure he would, because it's got to be so much work to keep up that level of fitness.
Yeah, he's
you could probably
big.
peel it back a little bit, still look amazing, and he's not.
yeah.
But
Give me like the Christian Bale lost 80 pounds. That's impressive because it's
Yeah.
like he went from Patrick Bateman. He was jacked and he had to lose it all. For
That
the
is
movie.
hard. Also, I think it's really hard to gain a ton of weight in a fat sense, to be really, really fat, because that'd be kind of fun while you were doing it, but
Yeah.
also like having a super shitty diet would make your mood a little bad,
Yeah.
and then also all I'd be thinking about is like, how do I get back to normal after this?
Yeah, if you spurlock yourself.
Yeah, that would be hard. I wouldn't
Yeah.
like to do that. Anyway, I have to piss. Can we end the podcast?
If you have your own questions or your own theme song submissions, that email address for everything is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. Our website is ifiwereyoushow.com. We're going to try to put this video on our YouTube channel, which is If I Were You Show YouTube. I don't know, Google it. And then also on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/JakeandAmir. Hopefully we'll have clips or maybe the whole episode. We'll try to post it online sometime this week. Thank you for listening. The opening theme song was from Justin Gonsalves, and the closing one is George, and he did a Hey Ya parody. Remember Hey Ya?
Yeah, I love Hey Ya.
So here we go. Listen to this Hey Ya parody, and we'll be back soon. Later, everybody. Thanks for listening and or watching.
Deuces.
You bit my dick off!
Jake and Amir don't mess around because they love it so, and if I were you, the show. But do they really want Kobe to sit in with them? I don't know. Better break up with your girlfriend cause Jake wants to have sex right now. Thank God for Colin Truman putting them together. Excuse you, how? Toda, 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 Toda.
That was a HeadGum podcast.